Oh, hey, I'm back. Guess who's back, back again. Finish that down in the comments. Snake is back. I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Gone for a minute, but I'm back now. What's up, YouTube? How you doing? How have you been? I missed you. September and October are very busy months for me. A lot of birthdays, a lot of anniversaries. I'm in and out of town a lot, but I'm back in town now. And I've got to get caught up because I'm so far behind. I got to watch Money Game 2. I got to watch Money Game Part 3. I got to watch Lost All Faith. But while I was gone, I participated in this little competition called Down on the Beat Remix Competition. And as you know by now, I did not win. And that's all right, because I didn't expect to win. But I wanted to step outside of my comfort zone and try something new, because I've never produced a song before, I've never made a beat, and now I have. And it was a lot of fun. But I found out about the competition the day before it ended, so I had to put something together really quick, and I did. But I'm not going to go into all the details, because that's not why we're here. But I am going to make a separate video talking about my thought process on it, and in the video I will include the remix that I made to Down on the Beat. So if you would like to listen to it or check it out, make sure you got the notifications turned on for when that video does go live. I don't even know if anybody is watching this video right now. I might just be talking to myself. But if you are watching this, I appreciate you. And I appreciate those of you who hopped down in the comment section and were checking on me, seeing how I'm doing. And thank you to those of you who came over to Twitch when I'm live streaming over there. And even when I'm not putting out videos over here sometimes, I am live over on Twitch. So I appreciate each and every one of you who came over to the chat and were checking on me and seeing how I'm doing over there as well. Because right now it's October, so it's spooky season. And we're working towards a subscriber goal over there on Twitch. We're trying to reach 90 subscribers. Right now, we're a third of the way there. I got 30 subscribers. If we do reach that goal, I will be doing a Pennywise cosplay stream on Halloween. So if you go hit that subscribe button on Twitch, you'll float too. Right, Georgie? But I do appreciate you guys. And speaking of subscribers, we hit 10,000 subscribers right here on YouTube. So I am graciously appreciative of each and every one of you who has hit that subscribe button right here as well. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me. Hopefully you haven't lost all faith that I would put out another video. And that's called a transition, because we're going to check out Lost All Faith by Ren. Much love to you.
Mate, I'm in a bit of a rush right now.
You're sick, guy.
Thanks, mate.
You're sick, boy.
I've got to get out of the train, mate. I'm really sorry.
You know I'm talking to you, man. Hey, can I get a quick picture, mate?
Nah, mate, I've got to go,
Come on,
mate.
man. Just a little cheeky little picture for the
I've really got to
Instagram,
go,
man.
mate. I'm sorry, mate.
Come on, come on.
Alright, fine, quickly.
I knew it was you, I knew it was you.
I recognize that beat. That's the beat that Ren uses on his Twitch streams for his intro and outro. I've always wondered what song that was, and now I know. But if you check out Ren streams, you know. And when you're done checking out Ren streams, maybe come holler at your boy, because I'm over on Twitch too. Links down in the description. But this little skit he's doing here, where a fan recognizes him, he told a story similar to this over on his Twitch stream about how he was out in public in Canada and someone recognized him. They're like, hey, you look like that YouTube guy. And Ren played it off like it wasn't him. But I love that he tied that in here. That's cool.
I'm a charming fella, I like drinking cans of Stella. See, I'm living for the weekend, bag of babs and salmonella. Cinderella story raps, the riches minute full propeller. I'm Nigella Lawson, stacking mozzarella.
Only joking, I'm an introvert, alone inside my room because my insides hurt. I contemplate.
Okay, all right. He's throwing out a lot of stuff already. But my man shouted out Stella Artois again. And Stella, sponsor my boy Ren. He's always referencing Stella. And we seen the cans of Stella Artois in the Illest of Our Time music video. Talk about product placement. But he also said living for the weekend. That's a way of saying that you're ready to get through this rough work week. And as soon as the weekend gets here, it's time to party. It's like the Loverboy song. Everybody's working for the weekend. You just got to get through that rough week of work. Weekend's here, baby. It's time to party. But only joking. I'm an introvert. And that's the joke, because introverts don't party. And he said bad kebabs and salmonella. But he's alone inside his room because his insides hurt. And if you eat bad kebabs and salmonella, we know Ren is a sick boy. But eating that stuff will make you even more sick. So there's a double there. And an introvert, if they have a thought of going to a party, that would be sickening. So there's a triple. And then he name dropped somebody, Nigella Lawson. Yeah, right there. I'm Nigella Lawson stacking mozzarella. And Nigella Lawson, I'm pretty sure I've heard that name before. They're like a chef or a cook or something like that. I do a lot of cooking, and if you see my Instagram, you know. But I also watch a lot of cooking videos, and I'm pretty sure I've heard that name in a video. I don't know. But you know what? The food references here, like the salmonella, the kebabs, mozzarella, those would be great context clues, so that would make perfect sense. But stacking mozzarella is a way of saying, I'm stacking that paper, I'm stacking that money up, and we see the money right here. And it's on fire. So we just burning money, we don't care about it anymore? I don't know. But it's stacking mozzarella. Normally, the phrase is like, I'm stacking cheddar. I'm stacking that cheese up. But he says mozzarella because it fits the rhyme scheme. Nigella, mozzarella, charming fella, Stella. Just clever writing by Ren.
Mozzarella. Only joking, I'm an introvert, alone inside my room because my insides hurt. I contemplate existence with consistency in my polo shirt, then reassert my confidence with compliments I don't deserve. I calm my nerves by plotting for the day that I might leave this earth.
If that isn't one of the most Ren things I've ever heard, he's alone inside his room, contemplating his own existence and plotting his own demise for the day that he might leave this earth. And he started it off with a joke, and then it got really dark. So it's like he threw out a little jokey joke. It was like a smoke screen. Like maybe if you think about it, when you're around your friends and you don't want them to know the pain that you're in, so you try to be the funny guy. You want to be the funny person. So you joke around them a lot to deter them from seeing how you're doing. You kind of put on a mask, and you don't want them to see that pain because you don't want them to know that you're in pain, and you don't want them to feel the pain that you're in. And we know stories of, say, you talked to your friend a couple days ago and you're like, yeah, I was talking to them and they were happy and joking around, and then a couple days go by and it turns out that was the last time you ever hear from them.
With compliments I don't deserve, I calm my nerves by plotting for the day that I might leave this earth. I lift up my eyes to the hills. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my
Run that back.
I lift up my eyes to the hills.
I lift up my eyes to the hills, and we see the eyes peering over the distance here. And again, we're seeing the flames. We saw the money burning, the world was burning. Now we see flames here. It's like everything around him is burning. I lift up my eyes to the hills, and we see this long road. So if he's alone inside his room because his insides hurt, if we think about that, and medically when doctors say it's a long road to recovery, and we see that long road right here, and I lift up my eyes to the hills, there is hills. There's a lot of ups and downs in this road. And in life, there's a lot of ups and downs.
Pills. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills.
Ooh.
My shepherd, my sword and my shield.
Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. So if pain is your shepherd, you use it for guidance. It's a guide for you. And if you use pain as a sword, it's an offensive weapon, so you use it to attack and maybe lash out because you're in pain, because a wounded and cornered animal is a dangerous animal. But pain is also your shield, so you use it as a defense and kind of shield yourself. You cover up. Because just like when you're talking to your friends, you throw up those walls and you don't want to let them in. So you use pain as a shield and hide from them. Wow.
I lift up my eyes to the hills. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills. A patient that's patiently waiting for help.
Wow, that is profound. Run that back.
Find my refuge in patience and pills. A patient that's patiently waiting for help.
I find my refuge in patience and pills. A patient that's patiently waiting for help. So if he's a patient and he's patiently waiting for help, he's being patient, he's showing patience with the process of taking these pills. And he feels safe knowing that he's getting help. I find my refuge in patience and pills. And if he's seeking refuge, then he's seeking shelter, a place of solitude and safety. And I find my refuge in patience and pills. And we see this dark cave here. So it's like he crawls into this dark hole, this dark void. And he's surrounded by darkness. There is no light here at the end of the tunnel. And we see the pills floating around. If we change our perspective and, like, if we're looking down a well, this is what it would look like. If you've seen the show Lock and Keys, I'm referencing a well because they look down the well and they can't see the bottom, and it's just dark. That is like this. He's putting pills down a well. He's dropping them down. So he's making well wishes. But it's like he's just dropping these pills down and wishing that they will make him well. Jeez.
Find my refuge in patience and pills. A patient that's patiently waiting for help. I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself? There's blood on the leaves where I fell. Coming down.
Hold up.
I don't ever seem to feel well.
I just said that could look like a well, and then he says, feel well. Well? Feel well? Well? There's a triple there. But, Ren, that was not coincidental. Ren is so surgically precise with his writing, there's no way. I don't ever seem to feel... I see you, Ren. I see you. And then he said, a patient that's patiently waiting for help, but there's blood on the leaves where I fell. What if he fell down the well? So he's literally crying out for help. He's patiently waiting down there for help. Come on.
Can anybody save me from myself?
Hold up! Can anyone save me from myself? And then we have a padded room and chains. What if the well is representative of his mind? Can anybody save me from myself? It's like he's trapped in that well, but the well is his mind. He's trapped in his own mind. What? So, what?
I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself? There's blood on the leaves where I fell. Coming down. Burn the border, sons and daughters, law and order. Greatest of the praise.
Okay, hold up. These fists, are we raising our fist like because we're craving disorder against Law and Order? And Law and Order is a great TV series. I love Law and Order. But are we raising our fists like in resistance? Are we rising up? Is that what that's about? And the fist here looks like an album cover for the band Rise Against. That's what that reminds me of. It kills me not to know this, but I've all but just forgotten what the color of her eyes were, and scars or how she got them as the telling signs of age rain down. A single tear is dropping. Okay, all right. But that picture there reminds me of that. Hold up. Run it back. The barbed wire and the brick wall here is reminding me of a prison. And barbed wire is meant to keep the inmates in, trap them in there. And if we are of the mindset that Ren is trapped in his own mind, he is the prisoner. And the barbed wire looks like a crown of thorns. So if we think about wrapping the barbed wire around his head, he's trapped in there. And the crown of thorns, we see the word praise. Ren is so slick. This can't be unintentional. Praise, like you praise something, you give praise, you praise the Lord. Praise. So there is a double on the word praise, but also a possible double on the picture. And then he even says, I've lost all faith, like the title of the song. And when I heard that the song was called Lost All Faith, I expected to be a little biblical. So if we're hearing that, that's even more supports the idea that that could be a crown of thorns. Maybe that's why the picture looks like that.
You've awoke a beast, I'm a geezer on the streets. Mona Lisa, this is art, make her Mona Lisa, she needs money. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Ren's being cheeky again. Mona Lisa, make her moan. Mona Lisa, this is art. Mona Lisa is art, but there's an art to love making and making her moan. And Mona Lisa, this is art. This is art right here, what we're listening to. Ren's music is art. We're back to another joke. He started out with a little jokey joke, and then it got dark. And if we're following that same pattern, then he's back to another joke. It might get dark again.
Streets, Mona Lisa, this is art, make her Mona Lisa, she needs money. Eeny, meeny, miny, Mohammed Abi Ali. Pleased to meet you, man.
I love the Muhammad Ali references. If you see my other videos, Ren has referenced Muhammad Ali in like 72 other songs, and I love it every time. It just sounds so smooth, rolling off his tongue. It's like, Muhammad Ali, every time I listen to Ren, I gotta sit and wait for a Muhammad Ali reference.
Mommy, eeny, meeny, miny, Mohammed Abi Ali. Pleased to meet you, mate. Who's the G?
Not me, I'm a regular guy. Holla halitosis with psychosis, omens etched in my
Wait a minute. No.
me. Eeny, meeny, miny, Mohammed Abi Ali. Pleased to meet.
Pleased to meet you, mate. And we have the barbed wire and the brick wall again. Pleased to meet you, mate. Now, I know it could be like, pleased to meet you, friend. Like, pleased to meet you, mate. But pleased to meet you, mate? Like, inmate and the prison? So he's meeting another inmate.
You mate, who's the G?
Not me, an irregular guy. Halitosis with psychosis, omens etched in my mind. Overdosed on pills and potions, a collection of mine. Split a Valium with a Xanny and I mix it with wine.
Oi, pull yourself.
Ooh. Pleased to meet you, mate. Who's the G? And now we have overdose on pills and potions, the halitosis with psychosis. Potions like alcohol. So if he's mixing his pills with drinking alcohol, that's a bad concoction. We have wine, alcohol. That could lead to the halitosis and psychosis.
A collection of mine. Split a Valium with a Xanny and I mix it with wine.
Oi, pull yourself together, mate. Pull your socks up, stand up straight. Look at you, you're such a mug. God, you're such a fucking stain. Honestly, I wouldn't be seen dead with you in public. Depressed.
Whoa.
I mix it with wine.
Oi, pull yourself together, mate. Pull your socks up, stand up straight. Look at you, you're such a mug.
Right here. Pleased to meet you, mate. Who's the G? Not me, an irregular guy. I don't think Ren is talking to another inmate. I think he's talking to himself. He is the inmate. We have a picture of an evil Ren. He's got red eyes. And then we have a mirror. He's looking in the mirror, talking to himself. Like, pull your socks up. Stand up straight. He's talking to himself, and he doesn't like what he sees. He got mad. Now he broke the mirror. And we see him in Sick Boy in the music video. He keeps going over to that corner, and he's looking in the mirror. And he's talking to himself. Oh.
Mix it with wine.
Oi, pull yourself together, mate. Pull your socks up, stand up straight. Look at you, you're such a mug. God, you're such a fucking stain. Honestly, I wouldn't be seen dead with you in public. Depressed and disorderly, it's like you fucking love it.
Maybe you're right.
Right there. I wouldn't be seen dead with you in public. And we see the chains breaking. That's like he's trying to talk himself into going out. You know, he's trying to get ready. He's getting dressed up. But his evil side, these evil thoughts in his head, it's like he's talking shit to himself. He's talking down on himself. Depressed and disorderly. Like he looks in a depressed state and disorderly state. His clothing. Pull your socks up. Stand up straight. You know, look presentable for when you go out in public. And him being an introvert, he doesn't normally go out in public, but he's trying. And it's like this other voice in his head is convincing him not to. But depressed and disorderly, if he goes out in public, he's breaking those chains. So that's like he's breaking free of that prison that he's in his mind in order to go outside and be free for a little bit, escape those thoughts, be around his friends. But then when he comes back home, he's alone with those dark thoughts again, and he re-enters the prison. Depressed and disorderly. Also, if you go out in public, disorderly conduct, that is a charge that could have you end up in prison. So there's a double on that. And he said, pull your socks up. I've heard him talk about socks before, and his socks were one of the first things I noticed from the High Ren video. The sock was pulled up, and one sock was pulled down, and he mentions it on Down on the Beat. Tuck my socks up, chop, chop. I'm a millipede on my feet. Muhammad Ali with my reach. Well, man, I love these callbacks that he does to old songs. It's like little Easter eggs that he puts into the music, and I love finding them. I love when artists do that. It's so enjoyable because it's something special in there. You do these callbacks and references to your old songs, and it really shows if someone is listening and paying attention to the things you're saying in your music. It's just really captivating, and I really enjoy it. It really shows if you're a true fan of their art. I love that.
Your socks up, stand up straight. Look at you, you're such a mug. God, you're such a fucking stain. Honestly, I wouldn't be seen dead with you in public. Depressed and disorderly, it's like you fucking love it. Mug.
Maybe you're right, maybe it's friend. Do it again and again and again. Maybe I'm high, maybe I'm meant to live in a cycle of anti-survival.
Maybe it's Ren. Maybe I'm high. Hi, Ren. Hi, Ren. Clever little writing there, Ren. I see you. I see you.
I wouldn't be seen dead with you in public. Depressed and disorderly, it's like you fucking love it.
Okay, all right. I keep seeing all these damn brick walls in this song, and I don't know about you, but when I continuously see a brick wall, I keep hearing in my head, another brick in the wall. Dun 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 dun. Pink Floyd, another brick in the wall. That plays in my head. I love that.
Mug.
Maybe you're right, maybe it's friend. Do it again and again and again. Maybe I'm high, maybe I'm meant
To live in a cycle of
Depressed and disorderly, it's like you fucking love it. Maybe you're right. So maybe you're right. There are some people who enjoy that state of depression. They're just comfortable with it. And some people don't want to get out of that state because it's familiar to them. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
mug.
Maybe you're right, maybe it's friend. Do it again and again and again.
And then we see the marionette, the puppet strings. It's like he's not even in control of his own actions. It's that evil Ren in his mind that has taken over. He's on autopilot. So he has no idea what is going on. Damn, man.
And maybe I'm high, maybe I'm meant
To live in a cycle of anti-survival like man. In a prism like Ben, shot the iris of the land. Make believe and play pretend. God's my witness at the end.
with God as my witness. I walk through the valley of the shadow of sickness.
At the end,
With God as my
Am I going crazy? I mentioned that barbed wire could look like a crown of thorns, and now we have it. Ren! What, I know this is my first Ren video back, but I'm losing my mind. What? There's so much happening. Run it back.
maybe I'm high, maybe I'm meant
to live in a cycle of anti-survival like man. In a prism like Ben.
In a prism light bends. In a prism light bends. What causes light to bend when it goes through a prism? Refraction. So in a prism light bends.
Shot the iris of the land.
Shut the iris of the lens. Iris and lens, like your eyeballs, they refract light. Also, the lens on a camera refracts light. And a magnifying glass, when light passes through that, like a prism, light bends. But what?
Maybe I'm meant to live in a cycle of anti-survival like man. In a prism like
In a prism, light bends. I feel like this is a riddle or something. In a prism, light bends. You know what else is a prism? When I say Pink Floyd, what is a picture that comes to mind right away? The most famous prism that I can think of. Pink Floyd. When that rainbow is passing through the prism, it bends. The light of the rainbow bends. A prism light bends. There is Pink Floyd references in this song. I wonder how many I missed. Also, prism, prison. In a prism light bends. In a prison light bends. Maybe. Oh my God! This is literally a picture from earlier. This is that dark void, that dark pit, that pit of despair that Ren was trapped in earlier. This is it. This is that cave, that well. And there's water. Water in a well. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm losing my mind.
I ban shot the iris of the land, make believe and play pretend. God's my witness at the end. With God as my witness, I walk through the valley of the shadow of sickness. I fear no evil, I need no forgiveness. Deliver me from temptation, he never listens.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but instead, I walk through the valley of the shadow of sickness. So if he's living with this sickness and continuously walking around with this sickness, that could be a fate worse than death.
I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself? There's blood on the leaves where I fell. Coming down. Burn the border, sons and daughters, law and order. Brave disorder, praise my selfish ways. I've come too late. I've lost my faith. I've lost my faith.
Could you be the one? Yeah, I know, could you be the one? Yeah, I know, could you be the one? Good, could you be the one? Yeah, I know, could you be the one? Yeah, I know, could you be the one? Yeah, I know, could you be the one? Good, could you be the one?
I lift up my eyes to the hill. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills.
Could you be the one?
That was a lot to unpack. Was that backing vocals there? Who was that? That was like hypnotizing. I felt like a snake charmer was putting me under a spell. She's saying, "Your Nirvana, could you be the one? Your Nirvana, could you be the one?" If she's saying Nirvana, that makes total sense, because if we're of that mindset that he is the prisoner in his own mind, if he reaches that Nirvana, he's finally free, and he reaches that peace and tranquility. Wow. That was just, man. And then we see all those evil wrens there at the end and the broken mirrors. It's like he's just not happy with how he looks. And it might be he's in his head, so he's having those conversations. He's frustrated with the way he feels. Man, this was just clever writing and masterful. It reminds me, the broken mirrors and everything, it reminds me of the Recovery album. The Recovery album, M had a song called Going Through Changes. And if you haven't heard it, go check it out. More masterful writing. But in it, he says, "I walk around the house trying to fight mirrors. I can't stand what I look like." And that's not just to say you don't like your appearance, but you don't like how you feel. You don't like the way you've been acting. And also, like the song Recovery, or the song Beautiful on Relapse reminds me of this. Ren, there's a pattern throughout this song. He starts out with a little joke, and then it gets dark. We peel back that veil, and we see the darkness and the pain. And then he throws out another little jokey joke. And then there's more pain. And in that song, Beautiful, again, if you haven't heard it, go check it out. For lack of a better word, it is a very beautiful song and great writing. And in it, M says, "Haha, Marshall, you're so funny. You should be a comedian, goddamn." Unfortunately, I am. I just hide behind the tears of a clown. And that is speaking like you focus on other people's happiness. You try to make other people happy. You try to make them laugh and joke around with them, and you put on that fake smile, but you don't focus on your own happiness. And on the inside, you're crying. And this is a beautiful way. This song that Ren put together is a beautiful way of expressing that as well. And it shows that pain once we get past those jokes. Just intelligent writing and pure craftsmanship. Him showing the broken mirrors. It's like he just isn't happy with the way he looks. It's like he has imposter syndrome. We love Ren and appreciate how much of a master he is. But it's just those feelings where you feel like you're not good enough no matter how much praise you get. This is a work of art, and I'm super appreciative of the art that Ren puts out. So I thank you to Ren. I really loved unpacking this, and I love that Ren gives us food for thought, and it's something that we have to digest and then see how we feel later. I look forward to checking out more Ren music, checking out Money Game Part 2, Money Game Part 3. I'm looking forward to all of that. So I appreciate you guys being here. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate you, and that shows that you're a real one. So thank you to Ren. He has almost the #1 album. So go support your boy. The results come out tomorrow. Go support Ren. Buy his new album if you have the funds for it. I will link it down in the description. Go support that boy Ren because he is a hard worker and he deserves to be #1. But much love to you. Much love to Ren. I hope that wherever you are in the world right now, you're doing well. I am going to get up out of here. It's your boy, Snake Venom, S to the V. Love, peace, chicken grease. We out.